Hello students, welcome to my channel Science World, and if you find this video useful for you, then please like, comment and share with your friends. Also subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my upcoming videos. Okay, so today's topic is adaptations of animals in polar regions. In our last video we have discussed about the animals that are living in the tropical rainforest. Okay, so today's topic is adaptations of animals in polar regions. First we will see the climatic conditions of polar regions. Okay, so this polar region is characterized by the extreme cold condition or extreme cold climate. Polar regions always have extreme cold climate, that is north pole of the earth and the south pole of the earth, Arctic region and Antarctic region. Okay, polar regions are covered with snow. They are covered with snow and become very cold for most of the year. Most of the time of the year they are very cold, and in winter temperatures can go below 30 minus 37 degrees or below minus 40 degrees Celsius also. Okay, that much cold is there. In polar regions sun rises for 6 months, and for another 6 months the sun does not rise. That we know that there is 6 months day is there and 6 month night is there. Okay, and all the animals, they are they have adapted themselves to these climatic conditions. Okay, so animals that live in cold areas usually have adaptations to keep their bodies warm. So the animals that are living in these polar regions, they have to keep their bodies warm if they have to if they want to survive in this extreme cold climate. Okay, and that's why they have that type of adaptation, that is two thick layers of fur and a layer of fat under their skin. And fat layer and the fur works as an insulator from the cold. That means this fat layer and fur, they do not allow heat escape from their bodies. Okay, and that's why they act as an insulator here. So this is the climate of polar region. Then next we have some general features of the animals that are living in the polar region. So general feature means most of the animals have these features. Okay, so first one is thick layer of the fur, it acts as an insulator. Then a layer of fat under the skin, it is also acts as an insulator. Their body color or the color of fur is white or light color, and it helps them to blend with the color of the snow. And the last and most important is hibernation. And what is hibernation? Hibernation is the winter sleep. That means these animals sleep for 6 months, that is the whole winter season they sleep, and during this sleep they use their body fat to be alive. Okay, and before winter starts these animals eat as much as food they can eat, and they store fat in their skin. Okay, so this is hibernation. So these are the general features of these animals that are living in the polar regions. Then we will see the adaptations of animals in these polar regions. Many animals live there, but when we think of the polar region, we imagine these animals like reindeers are there, penguins are there, whales are there, and seals are there. So we will see about these animals and their adaptations. Okay, so first animal is polar bear. See, the skin of the color of the fur is matching to the color of this snow. Okay, this light shade they are having. So we will read about the adaptation. See, polar bears are good swimmers. They are good swimmers. That means they have to go in the water to get the fish and other animals. Okay, and that's why they swim in water very fast and they can catch the fish. They have wide and large paws. That help them in swimming underwater and also help them to walk on the snow. This is second adaptation. First one is swimming, second is wide and large paws, And next is they have strong sense of smell. Polar bears have strong sense of smell, and it helps the bear to locate and catch their prey. Okay, they can easily get their prey, or they can easily get other animals as their food because of this strong sense of smell. Okay, then next this adaptation is hibernation. I have already told you what is hibernation. So polar bears, they sleep for 6 months in their shelters, in their homes, and they use their body fat to be alive during the winter period. Okay, so this is all about the polar bears. Then next we have Arctic hare. This is the Arctic hare. You can see its color also matching with the snow around it. Okay, it has large ears and its body is fluffy, and we can say thick fur is there. Okay, so this Arctic fox or we can Arctic hare. Okay, this Arctic hare has white or light colored fur, and that helps to blend with the surrounding and protect from the predators. They can be protected from the predators. Second adaptation is in summers they grow brown fur, while in winter they grow white fur, because in summer the snow melts. Okay, and they their fur grows in brown color shade, because they sometimes they walk on the land also where snow is not there. Okay, so in summers they have brown fur, and in winters they have white color fur. So these are the adaptations of Arctic hare. Okay, then next we have Arctic fox. You can see its color also as white as snow. Okay, this is Arctic fox. Let us read its adaptations. So Arctic fox, it can also grow white coat in winter and speckled or brown coat in summer. Speckle means just shade of brown color with some linings. Okay, so brown coat in summer to match their surroundings. And why this is needed, that I have told you already. Okay, to blend themselves with their surroundings. So this is the adaptation of a Arctic fox. Okay, next we have penguins. You can see penguins, their body shape, you see body shape is streamlined. Okay, and they have they are very heavy, they are having massive body. Okay, we will read about the adaptation. See, these penguins, they are having white feathers on the belly and merge well with the snowy background. Their body color is what we can say whitish, white color. Okay, and they can merge themselves in the snowy background, that is also in white color. Okay, this protect penguins from their predators, and short but thick feathers make their body waterproof. These feathers that are on their belly, they protect them from the water. Okay, they are waterproof, their body is waterproof because of these feathers. Okay, then they have thick layer of fat under the skin. The under the skin fat, thick skin and feathers on the body protect penguins from the extreme cold conditions. Fat, thick skin and feathers, these are the three features that protect them from extreme cold conditions. Okay, then I have told you to see their body shape. Here also you can see the body shape. Look at the picture. They have streamlined body. Streamlined body means just like an aeroplane, bulgy in the center and tapering on the both the sides. Okay, that is called a streamlined body. Then webbed feet. Feet are webbed just like the duck. Okay, webbed feet means their web their toes. Okay, they have skin, thin skin here. Suppose these are the toes. These are the toes. These toes are attached with this thin skin. So this type of feet, they are known as webbed feet, and they have flattened flipper like wings. Their wings are reduced in the flippers. Penguins are birds, but they are flightless bird without the wings, and instead of wings they have flipper like wings. Okay, and these all the features help penguins in swimming. The streamlined body, webbed feet and flip-like wings help penguins in swimming. Okay. Penguins live in groups and remain huddled together. Huddled means they remain close to each other, and this feature helps them in keeping warm. They huddle together and this feature helps them in keeping warm. So these are all the adaptations of penguins. Okay. Then we have Siberian cranes. These are the birds that are living in the extreme cold conditions. Okay. Now what are the adaptations of these birds? Let us see. Adaptations in polar birds. These polar birds cannot survive in the extreme cold winter in the polar regions. Okay. And to survive they migrate to the warmer regions as soon as winter sets, and in and return after the winter is over, and this temporary change of living place or habitat is known as the migration. So polar birds having this adaptation of migration because they cannot survive in the extreme cold winter, and to avoid these harsh weather conditions they migrate to the warmer regions. They go to the warmer regions as soon as the winter sets. Before winter starts they start migrating, and as winter is over they again return to their original habitat. Okay, and this temporary change of living place or habitat is known as migration. For example, Siberian cranes migrate from Siberia to Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary in Rajasthan, Sultanpur Bird Sanctuary in Haryana, and wetlands of northeastern part of India. So in winter season you can see lots of Siberian cranes that are coming from Siberia, because in Siberia it is very cold, extreme cold during the winters. So these birds, they migrate from Siberia to India and they go to these places, that is Bharatpur, Sultanpur and wetlands of northeastern part of India. Okay, so this migration is the adaptation in the polar birds. So here we will stop. We will meet again in our next video, and thank you for watching my video. Like it and subscribe it. We will meet again in our next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.